Hey y'all, we're back, motherfuckers. We're back. We're back in action. So, I thought I'd do a little review on this guy here. Infused, as you can tell. But also it's flavored. Alright, let's start from the top here. The brand, the farm, is Legit Gold Cannabis Co. Full flower, real terps distillate. Premium infused joint. Flavors clean, strong, and delicious. The flavor is honey apple. Sounds good, right? Sounds good. This is what the packaging looks like here. That's just the sticker from where I got it. All right, and let's give her. Woo! There's a stank in there, which is what you want. You don't want it smelling like the apple. That's when it's. A lot of times, that's when it's unhealthy shit because it's too strong. It's just chemicals. But this, it almost smells like. No, it smells straight like weed. Like some dank weed. And I'm assuming this is just like food extract or whatever you want to call it. Food flavoring extract, which is okay. I'm not sure if it's okay in your lungs, but it's I'm thinking they infused terpenes to make it taste that way, which is the healthiest way depending on the process. But enough of the yapping. Got the zigzag here. Nice little twist. Let's fucking spark it up, shall we? 0.75 grams. Off the first few pulls. Tastes just like weed and it's smooth. Real smooth. I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest issues I have with the shorter infused. Not necessarily from this farm, but like is lower price brand which in my opinion makes them one of the best brands because their weed is good. Not necessarily these guys are good too, but brand I'm talking about is Forbidden Farms. Man, I mean, dog, you could get an 8 for $20 that'll put you. I mean, if you got some indica, there's a certain strain that they have that puts me out after a bowl. But that same brand, they sell joints $5. Oh wait, no, they're not the infused. So their joints, their joints are pretty good. They're smooth, and they get you fucked up. But I'm not sure what the farm is that makes the juicy joints, but they make $5 infused, either half gram or 0.75 gram, that every hit I'm fucking choking on. With that being said, a lot of times I can only smoke half of it at a time and I'm roasted. But I think I'd almost rather hit something smooth and tasty and have less coughs, which this is providing pretty well. The real test is when we get down to like here. When we get down to here, that's when it gets real roasty hot. And we'll be able to tell. We'll be able to test it. So we out here, yo. Look. I know it's the same atmosphere as fucking most of my videos, but in my fucking cars. Because I live in my car, mug. But we got the Ozo next to me here. This sweet girl. Look at her. Ain't she so sweet? Ain't she so sweet? She's my darling. There's nothing on this earth I love more than her. Sometimes when I lose all hope, and I don't want to say lose hope. When I lose all, I don't want to say faith either. Motivation, when I lose myself, she's the one that can bring me back. I get into like self-wallowing and self-destruction, or I don't know if it's self-destruction. Self-destruction in a way that I'm not moving forward. When I get to that point, when I just stop doing shit, I almost feel guilty because I'm not providing her with, I'm not making it fair to her. That's what I get. And she really, see, she lets me know that it's okay by putting her paw on me. And it just reminds me she's right there. She's there for me to talk to. She's there for me to, if I'm feeling like real bad, she's there for me to yell at. And I apologize to her all the time. I do, but she's such a trooper. She's here for me for anything I need. And that's why I love her. That's why I love this pup. And that's why she'll always be the reason I get up. Always. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's so sweet. I will say, now that I'm getting closer to the end of this, I'm getting more like gassy flavor coming through. And still smooth as it was. I'll be honest, not getting much honey apple, but I am getting it is like a back note. It's like a sweet back note, so I think it works perfectly with this. I think that's what it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be hitting a joint that tastes like a vape. You know what I'm saying? Got vapes for that. Oh, bless you. Bless you, pup. Is you high? Is you high? Yeah, you high, huh? You wanna go outside? Oh, she wants to go outside. Go ahead. See, she waits for permission too. She is the she sets the goal for the person that I want to become. because I have her best interest in my heart over mine. And the reason I lose that that power within me sometimes is because I don't like authority, and I don't like not knowing where I'm going, not knowing what I'm doing. If you're on God's path, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I had big issues with that for the longest time. And I've only just last night I listened to binaural beats when I go to sleep, like healing frequencies and love frequencies and miracle frequencies. Last night I looked up 369 hertz, and it pulled up an album from someone who creates that music. Come on. And it said it was destroyed blockages and subconscious blockages, and just subconscious. It pretty much sages your subconscious. And I listened to it, tried to fall asleep to it, and like right as I was getting ready to fall asleep, and I know I can feel when frequencies are working. Like that's what I focus on when I go to sleep. Like I'll play 423 hertz, 423 hertz, or 742 hertz or something like that. 748 hertz. Fuck. I don't know, but it's healing. It's detox, like energy detox. And I'll focus on the feeling in my body until I fall asleep. And last night's was so powerful. I mean, it absolutely made me physically sick. I started getting like hot sweat, like hot flashes, and like cold sweats, and not cold sweats. I was hot. I was burning up. And I felt like I was gonna vomit. And anyway, I turned it off. Didn't go away right away, because I went from that to 423 hertz, which is the miracle it's like I can't really explain how it makes me feel, but it says that it's like the love tone or the miracle frequency. And which I mean explains it, because miracle is so vague. You could put anything under miracle if you, yeah. But that didn't help. And then I turned it off, and I had to open the door and hang out in the like cold weather real quick for a little bit. And I laid with my head on the wheel, like my head and my hand on the wheel like this for a while. Finally it went away and I was able to get to sleep, but since then, like, I've been able to think more clear, and I've been able to focus on manifesting and focus on connecting with everything else. And I've really been going through it, boy. Man, I've been really going through it the past couple weeks, but even then, like, it's not tainting anything. It's weak. They're just like plastic bags in the wind now. Like, they'll float around a little bit depending on where the wind goes, but then, like, as soon as the wind starts, it just, it's gone, bruh. This shit don't stick anymore. But I don't know how the fuck we got way the fuck out beyond, but I think it all started with how I was talking about my dog as my role model for me to be a better person. Because all of a sudden that just came right back to me, and I was like picking up right where I left off what I last said. Because I have, like I was saying, is I have a temper with not knowing where I'm going and not knowing what I'm doing, but doing it just for the sake, because I'm on God's path. She cannot, like, we have some sort of telepathy. I know what she's trying to tell me most times. But we had to build that, for one. We had to really do some connecting. I mean, all kind of bonding. Like good times, trauma bonding. I mean, I think it takes all of that. It takes every bit of it to create a strong connection to somebody. You can't just connect with somebody because you've been around them for a long time and you've been through good times with them. But then when the bad times are there, you're kind of you can't create any healthy bond like that. You can't. You have to, one, be willing to go through heartbreak. You have to know what it takes to get through that, and to know that you essentially you're invincible. And I'm not saying that you can go out and harm yourself and no. You can harm yourself. You can put yourself in those situations to get killed, to get harmed. But the thing is you have to allow it. You have to allow it. God won't allow it if you won't. And I think about this a lot too. I was like, I can never give up. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it means. Like, what do? Just stagnate forever? I don't want to be here, but I'm also not going to kill myself. Like, sometimes I really don't want to be here. But then times like now, I know I'm here for a reason. I know why all this shit, because it creates bond. It creates a bond with the one who never leaves me when everyone else has, except for my little goddess here. I scratch her head, she starts scratching her own ear. But the connection, it's one, you got to prove yourself to yourself. You're not trying to prove to God. God knows that you got it. You got what it takes. You're part of Him. He knows. You gotta prove it to yourself, that you got to be able to trust yourself in any circumstance. And I'm still working on that too. But I noticed that I didn't trust myself probably about a year ago or so. Wasn't that long ago. Because I thought, like watching all the spiritual things and like practicing spirituality in certain aspects, and I still never felt confident. I always felt like I had to keep up with it. I had to learn the next new way to manifest, or not necessarily that, because I've never been a goofy looking at those, how to manifest this in this upcoming year. I watch a couple, but mainly I'm like looking for self-empowerment type of shit, something I can physically do, because we are living in a physical life right now. So that's not to say we can't step outside of those boundaries to get some guidance or get some information, influence, whatever. But everything needs to be done in the physical realm until we're all shifted. Shit, Bugs. Look, if you made it this far, still watching me, still watching this video, look, I appreciate you. I can tell we're gonna have a very close relationship, because if you didn't know, this video was supposed to just be a review on what I'm smoking on here. But this is what happens every time I get to smoking. I get to thinking, and when I'm able to talk, everything flows a lot better, and I get a lot more out there. Something about putting it out and hearing it. Because even if it's like my own words, it can still hit different when it hits the ears. Alright. I appreciate y'all motherfuckers for being here. Look, the smoke was good. If you're in Washington State, anywhere y'all got legit gold, I'd recommend them. This one was the Infused, full flower, real terps, distillate, yada yada, honey apple. Wasn't much honey apple. It says 83.5%, but I don't fuck with numbers, man. I mean, joints would be the one thing, or maybe oil, but because you can't really see the bud. You see oil, but oil is. Anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Catch y'all on the next smoke. Peace.